Hello everyone, Argsy here. Welcome back to Argsy Farms on the Oaks multiplayer server. We are busy collecting a few straw bales. You can see we've already got some there. We've actually increased our storage. Unfortunately, we're not using the Anywhere Object Storage mod, which is now out for PC and console on the mod hub, so go and check that out. We are using another one that was already in here on the server. Put a couple of fences up at the end just to see where it is, but this is a good nice one. We can sort of put the bales up against the shed and we can make use of that. But the reason for that is we've only got space for 24 more bales here in this shed, and this object storage here has space for 35 bales, and you can see there we've got 24 straw bales already. Now, huge thank you, Mark Haythornthwaite has loaned us his bale trailer, so it's made collecting bales just a little bit faster. So we're going to carry on. We've got probably one more load, maybe two more loads, 1.5 loads of bales to go and gather out of the field and get these brought over here. This is obviously just one of the first tasks we need to do. There's a couple of things which we'll just jump up in here and I'll talk to you about just as we head over to the field. So yeah, as I was saying, the straw bale collection is just the first task we need to do. We do need to get the combine parked there. That is going to go back out very soon and start work on the canola field, and we also have to go and get some fertilizer put on our grass. So we will, September, we'll get one more cut of the grass in November, and that will be to make some more hay or silage. Not sure just which it will be yet, but I do want to get some fertilizer put on there. So that's going to be our next task, and then we will go, once the sun's up and things have warmed up just a little bit, hopefully before it starts raining, we will go and get some harvesting done, get started in the canola field. Not sure if we're going to have any help at all. A little bit of lag there, joys of a multiplayer server, but yeah, like I said, I'm not sure if we're going to have any help or anything like that or not, but we will just go and make a start and see how much we get done. Right, let's get this all unfolded. I think that's the button there for that. So get that put down, should be able to just pull forward, get that first bale picked up, there we go. Wait for that to reset down onto the ground, go and grab the second one. And there we go, that's perfect. Right, we're just going to race around very, very quickly, get all the bales done. We've already done this end of the field, so we'll jump on down to the other end and see if we can get them all in one load. Hopefully, if not, doesn't matter, we're very, very close to the farm. Obviously, we are going to have a lot of field prep and that to do, and hopefully we can get some winter crops in before it gets too cold. That is the plan anyhow. So, we'll just jump into a quick little time lapse here of a bit of bale collection and some fertilizer spreading, and we'll see you once we're done. There we go, that's bales all picked up and fertilizer spread. I think we ended up with 61 straw bales off that field, which is a pretty good effort. 2 full loads and 1 half load. And that's pretty much what hasn't filled up that storage, but visually it looks like it has filled up. And yeah, we've got over here and managed to get the fertilizer on the grass, which is good because I think, well, like I said, we've got one more growth stage on that, which means November will be our time for a sort of late autumn, late season cut of grass. And I just need to figure out, I think we'll take some silage off, but we will just have to have a look at our feed supplies with our silage and hay and figure out which one's going to be the best. And make a plan if we need to get some more grass planted next season. Oh goodness. Where did you come from? Didn't see that car, we saw the first one, right. Well, after that little incident, we'll get on back over to the yard. We'll get everything unhooked off here. We'll hook the trailer up and we're going to grab the combine and head on over to the canola field. Well, that's all the equipment that I think we're going to need here for this field over here. And we're just going to get the header hooked up. We've got the bushel plus already on the back of the combine. Let's see if we can get that. There we go. Press attach there on that. We'll back off the header. We'll just have to lower that down, I think. There we go. Top out and go and get the relevant bits and pieces all attached. This one of those, that's right, this one doesn't actually have any animation for the manual attach, so we turn things on. There we go, we're just up and running, so that's all good, that's running perfectly. Now we do need to unfold the combine, get the hopper and everything open on top, and then we'll be able to be getting in and started. So let's just head on around here, sneak our way through the hedge, fits just perfectly. Let's spin on in to this field and we'll get things started. Go around the headlands a few times. Right, there's the combine turned on, header on, get that lowered down. Let's just see about getting in here and starting. Perfect. Look at that, canola flowing into the combine, which is just perfect, just ideal. Now of course we've had this issue, or not issue, but you did notice it in the oats field last time. We do struggle with horsepower just a touch with this slightly wider header, so we've said before we went for a 30-foot header instead of a 25 just to try and cover a bit more ground, and the trade-off is we harvest at just a slightly slower speed. We get the engine power all sort of ramped up there, so yeah, it is what it is, and we'll make do with it. So I think we might just jump ourselves into a little bit of a time lapse again, open the field up, and once we're up and going and have things sorted, we will be able to follow along with a little bit of a montage. We are going to be sort of jumping between equipment too, because obviously I'm going to have to run the trailer and all of that sort of thing, and I'm just looking at our fill level. We're already at 17-18%, so we're not going to make it around the field, I don't think, without having to unload, which will mean grabbing the trailer, bringing it into the field, unloading, and then carrying on. So it is what it is. Once we get the field opened up, it shouldn't be too bad. I'm hoping, well, we should be able to get up and down and unload on each pass. So anyhow, that's sort of the plan. This is the canola field. We're getting harvesting. We'll catch up with you in just a bit. Well, there we are, 100% full here in the first load. So we might just try get that tarp put over there just to make sure we don't lose any on the way back to the field. But yeah, 22,720 litres. Now, this trailer is a little bit different to some of the others. It doesn't actually have the weight limit on it, so we can fill this to 100%. Of course, if we were using some of the other trailers which use the weight limits, we might not have it quite as full as we do. But there we are, we'll get this down into the silos, and then we'll just carry on harvesting. So I'm just going to have to see how things go with this. I think we might go around once more. If we can get 3 headlands off, that should give us enough space to turn at the ends. Now, after our last experience coming out here, we might just be a little bit careful. Try and use the realistic view mod, cab view mod. It looks clear both ways to me. Alright, let's go for it. Famous last words. No, we're all good. Right, let's get on back down. We'll go and get this lot dumped into the silos. I'm just reading Bo's comment there. When are you planning to harvest your canola? Well, Bo, we are doing it right now. So he'll be looking at when he has to pay us for it, because he is going to buy all this off us for his canola oil. So anyhow, let's go get this dumped into the silo and we'll just carry on with the harvesting. Well, there we go, first load dumped. Now, what I'm planning is, I think if we park on this end of the field, we should be good. I mean, we got pretty much the whole way around with the last one, so once more around we should be able to unload, and then if we open up the field, start on some up and down rows, we should be good. So what I might do is actually turn around and park just a little bit closer to the field edge, just so we're not in the way when it does come time to do some rows here right where we are. So there we go, we'll put that there. Should be good. Turn that off. Jump on out and we'll head on back down to the combine and carry on moving. Once more round, and then we will jump into opening the field up and getting some up and down rows done. Should go pretty smoothly from here on in. So there we go, that's 3 times around the field, headlands well and truly opened up now, and we're just going to jump straight into cutting through the field, breaking into a few lands. We're not too far across, it's probably got 4 passes on our left, maybe 3, probably 4 I reckon. But we're just going to carry on and have some fun harvesting this. So it'll be a bit of back and forth with the trailer. We've already unloaded into there once, that's already a third full. So probably by the time we get up and down a few times, it's going to be pretty close to full. Anyhow, let's jump into a montage and we'll get this field done. It'd be good to get it all finished and have our harvesting complete. Well, here we are running along the final pass of the field, and be good to get it done. Nice to see the back of harvest for another season. Got about 90,000 litres already down in the silos, and the trailer's about half full, which is another 10,000 plus whatever we end up in here. So we're going to get just over 100, maybe 105,000 litres once we're all said and done, which is not bad. Now, at the moment, the plan is to sell it all off to Bovine. He's going to buy this off us. We're just agreeing a rate for it, which is slightly better than the maximum price we can get, but slightly less than the maximum price we get with precision farming bonus. So a little bit of a trade-off there, but we'll see. He can pay for it now. Well, I hope he can. He did last year. He sort of takes it straight away and will buy it. So we don't have to wait until there's a maximum price to sell it and deal with it that way. So there's a little bit of a benefit there for us being able to get some cash in. But that is the plan. We'll get through this. Of course, we do need to remember that 1/3 of this is dazed canola. So we want to make sure that we do see that he gets rewarded for that. And next year, this field's actually going to have potatoes in it. That's the plan. Daze wants to put potatoes in here, which I'm happy with. What we might do is plant around the headland with a couple of laps of grass just to square the field off a little bit to make it easier to deal with the potatoes, and then we can use that grass for a little bit of silage or hay, which will actually, just thinking about my comment earlier, that will address our thoughts around whether we need to plant another field of grass. If we can get a couple of laps off this field, it should be quite a decent number of bales, I would have thought. So that is us all done. I'm just going to turn off that vehicle control add-on. We'll get down, get this all emptied out into the trailer, and then we'll get the trailer down to the silos, and that'll be pretty much us done for the day. Well, there we go, just a touch over 16,000 litres, so that'll take us to about 107,000 because we are a little bit over 90. So yeah, we'll pretty much be on it'll be just under 107,000, I think, by about 30 litres. But we'll get back to the yard, we'll get this dumped into the silos, and do a final tally when we check out time-saving stock check. And there we go, we'll get that tipped into there. I like this trailer actually, it tips very, very fast. It sort of gets to max tipping height and it's already empty. And there we go, that is done. So let's just take a look at exactly what we've ended up with. 106,969, so we are 31 litres underneath 107,000. So if we were to sell it at the maximum price, we can profit off that. We'd get 78 grand. Of course, if we sell it for the 750 that Bovine's offering, it's going to take us a little bit over 80, maybe 81, but somewhere around there. So we'll see. We'll come up with a decision around that, and then we will have to pass on to Dazed the 1/3 that is his. So we were going to get what, 60,000 or so, close to 60,000, 55. Not bad for that field, which will be good. Right, well that's us done. I'm just going to pull this over here and just leave it parked beside the shed here for now. We might need it again, even though we have finished all our harvesting. We do still have scope to do another 2 or 3, maybe 4 contracts here. So if there's a couple of harvesting contracts, we might see about picking those up. Otherwise there's fertilizing and some seeding and cultivating contracts that we can do just to top up the coffers there and get a little bit more money onto the farm. But like I said, that is going to be a perfect place for us to wrap things up and knock off for the day. We will go and get the combine back over and get that put away before it starts raining, which is due in about an hour. So good timing again, beating that rain. So as always, thank you all very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed that episode, and we'll catch you in the next one.